You ever drive past an abandoned building and feel watched? There's this toy store in my hometown, windows blacked out, faded sign, no lights, but every so often someone swears they hear music coming from inside, like an old music box. The thing is, that place has been shut for over 30 years. And the story of why is something the town never talks about. But today, I first heard about it from my uncle. He grew up just down the road from Whittle & Son's Toy Emporium, opened in 1954. It was a family-owned toy store, one of those places with wooden trains, rocking horses and porcelain dolls, not the cheap plastic stuff, real handmade toys. It was the kind of place kids loved and parents couldn't afford. But behind the smiling storefront, there was something strange. Rumors that Mr. Whittle, the owner, never aged, that sometimes the toys moved on their own, and that a few children never came home. Of course, these were just stories, until 1989, when the store abruptly closed after one horrific incident. Now, here's where it gets messed up. In late November of '89, right before the holidays, a boy named Tyler Morris went missing. Last seen at the store. Security footage, yes, they had grainy tapes even back then, showed him walking in, but never walking out. The staff claimed he left through the back, but when police searched the building, they found something else. Locked behind a false wall in the basement was a room filled with toys, hundreds of them, but they weren't for sale. Each toy had a name tag. Each tag was the name of a missing child from the last 30 years, including Tyler. Now, the town panicked. Parents protested. The store shut down literally overnight. Mr. Whittle was questioned but never arrested. No bodies, no evidence, just toys. Lots of toys. But here's the thing. A retired cop who worked the case claimed he did find something. A diary, not Mr. Whittle. It belonged to his son, Elijah. And the entry's disturbing. Elijah wrote about how the spirits of the children made the toys come alive, that the more he played with them, the more they talked to him, and the more he listened, the more they obeyed. He believed that certain toys, especially dolls, could hold a piece of a soul. He thought he could trap them, preserve their innocence forever. Turns out Whittle & Sons wasn't always a toy store. Before the 1950s, it was a funeral home. Yeah, embalming, the works. That strange room, coffins. The Whittle family repurposed the space but never demolished the basement, meaning it was once a mortuary. In particular, keeps coming up, and people believe Elijah kept these spirits down there, feeding them, trapping them in dolls made from ash and bone. One toy, a porcelain marionette named Little Clara, red ribbon in her hair, pale eyes. Multiple people who lived near the store say they saw her in the window, watching years after the store shut down. Here's where it gets worse. 3 months ago this year, someone broke in. TikTok challenge. Teenagers. You can still find the video, but most versions are edited. In the uncut footage, you can see them laughing, messing around. Then one girl finds Little Clara, and she holds her up like a joke until the lights flicker, and she drops the doll. Then the video cuts hard where they don't show you that Galana Marco went missing 2 days later, sits there. No one's seen her since. But local police said something weird. Her phone was found in the old toy store basement, still recording. Nobody wants to buy the building. No one touches it. It just, when they blink, it's gone, empty. But sometimes people say they see lights flickering, or hear that old music box tune. Just one sentence. Or worse, see a child staring from the window. But you know what gets me? That diary. The last page. Children make the best toys, because they never want to grow up. Maybe it's all urban legend. Maybe it's just a spooky story wrapped in half-truths. But the missing kids, the locked room, that doll, those aren't stories. Those are facts. And the store, it's still there. So next time you pass by an old toy shop, and you hear something giggle behind the glass, don't look back, because what's watching you might not be playing.